from the stands. Pure coins, everybody raise your hands. Pure coins, pure coins, pure coins.
So the final score at the Emirates tonight was Arsenal 2, Spurs 1. What a disappointing night. Defeat number 11 for Spurs this season already. 21 games in, 11 defeats, only 7 victories. We are languishing in 13th place. Even Crystal Palace are level on points of us. And if Manchester United beat Southampton tomorrow, we will be down in 14th place and looking at a possible relegation scrap. Can you believe that? Possible relegation scrap for Tottenham Hotspur. Please, guys, before I get into it, please do me the honour of liking and subscribing. It really does mean the world. I'd love to get to 500 subs. I feel like I'm really close, but it feels like it's taking forever to get there. So a subscribe and a like would be much appreciated. Let's get into it, guys. Oh, I don't know where to start. Arsenal 2, Spurs 1. Listen, Spurs, team news. I wasn't overly happy. Maddison left out again. He really seems to be a bit of a scapegoat for Ange at the moment. Obviously, defensive issues. Kinski started again in goal for the third game in a row. 2 clean sheets already. I was hoping it was going to be a third. Obviously, that didn't happen. Spence was in at left back with Dragishin and Gray and Porro at right back. In midfield, he played Saar, Basuma and Bergval. And then up front, the front three was Sonny, Solanke and Tulu. Listen, for me, disappointing to see Maddison out of the side again. I don't know what Maddison has to do to start games. He has the most goals and assists in the league for Tottenham, but he can't seem to get a start. I'm not sure whether he's falling out with Ange, whether Ange just doesn't fancy him. I don't know. Regardless, he's not starting. And you know what? It was just a disappointing performance. I thought Arsenal were much the better side first half. And we were just far too slow. Too slow, too sloppy, not enough pace in the passing. You know, Kinski got caught on the ball a few times, was lucky. The passing out from the back wasn't good. You know, sometimes when it's not working, Arsenal are really good pressing side. Sometimes when it's not working, hit the ball long. We just didn't do it. And I felt a bit sorry for Kinski because a lot of time he'd get the ball out and the defenders would just give it back to him. What are you doing? Not for me, not enough players wanted the ball. They didn't want the ball enough. And that's what pissed me off the most about the game. There was no heart, there was no fight. None of the players left everything on the pitch. Out of the 11 players that won the pitch, obviously the subs come on second half. I'd probably say one player left everything on the pitch. And for me, that was Bergval. Don't get me wrong, he didn't have the best game in the world. He wasn't awful either. But at least it looked like he cared. At least it looked like he wanted the ball. Let me know what you think, guys. I thought Bergval was the one player who really, really wanted it. The rest hid, didn't want the ball. Too many just. It was such a Spursy performance. I hate that word, but it was such a Spursy performance. Arsenal wanted it. Arsenal were up for it. Spurs won. And you know what I said on my show on Beyond the Lane with Dan the other night with the two marks show. And I think we all said it. As long as the players leave everything on the pitch, fight for everything, blood, sweat, and tears, and leave it all on the pitch. If we lose, as fans, we accept it. But for me, the performance just wasn't good enough. They didn't die on that pitch for us. They collect their wages and they go home. For me, the players have to take a good long look at themselves. The manager's tactics were horrific again. Inverted fullbacks, too much space in the midfield. Arsenal attacked at will. And if it wasn't for Arsenal's A, poor finishing, and B, more importantly, their final ball, then they could have had 5 or 6 today, easily. So many times Arsenal got in on us and broke on us. And their final ball let them down. One pass too many or one touch too many. I really feel deflated with the Spurs side at the moment. I think we have something like, I don't know how right this is, 1.21 points this season. 1.2 or something like that, 1.2 something points this season, which is lower than any other manager. And we are in a relegation battle, guys. We really are. We need to pick up some wins. Everton next, away from home. This is going to be a really tough game. Everton fighting for their lives. We need to go out there, roll our sleeves up, and put in a performance. And for me, I'm concerned we won't. Listen, let's get back into the game. Spurs actually went in front. Spurs probably had a good 5-minute spell in that first half. Kulu had a chance, probably should have scored. And then Sonny did score. A corner cleared, cross back in, headed away to Sonny from the edge of the box. And to be fair to him, listen, it was a side foot volley, just looking to get the shot on target. Took a big deflection off Saliba and flew into the corner to put Spurs in front. The lead didn't last too long though. Arsenal had a succession of corners, probably had 7 or 8 corners in that first half. One thing that Spurs needed to stop was giving Arsenal set pieces. The amount of corners that we give away, the amount of free kicks from around the edge of the box we give away, pathetic in my opinion. Arsenal finally got the equaliser, cross into the back post. Kinski blocked, and I think it was Gabriel's header come back, hit Solanke and went into his own net to make it 1-1. And then just more errors from Spurs. Spurs up around the halfway line. Go forward. Instead, they go sideways, they go back. Basuma gives it away. And Trossard with a good right foot shot from the edge of the box or just inside the box. Kinski probably should have done better. There was a bit of power on. Maybe the bounce took it over Kinski's hand. Definitely should have saved it though for me. And Arsenal were 2-1 up. Spurs made changes in the second half. Maddison come on. But it just did, and Johnson come on as well, but just didn't really change it. Spurs had a bit more of the ball, threatened a little bit more, but just didn't create that clear-cut opportunity. Arsenal had lots of half chances. But again, Arsenal seemed happy just to catch Spurs on the break. And Spurs did nothing. There was no fight in Tottenham at all. I think Porro hit a post in the last minute of injury time. But listen, it was a cross-come shot. In fact, I think it was a miss-hit cross that hit the post. Just a really disappointing performance from Spurs. Let me know in the comments. Please let me know what you guys think. Am I being too harsh? Was it a better Spurs performance? For me, there was nothing now to suggest that we are going to be climbing that table anytime soon. This is a real concern. 11 defeats in 21. 5 points from our last 27 available. That is relegation form. Listen, guys, we've got a massive game now against Everton at the weekend. One that we have to win. 3 points now are a must. We cannot afford to draw. We definitely cannot afford to lose. We have to start winning games. Our next 2 league games, Everton, Leicester at home. If we don't win both, we could be in trouble. Let's see what happens, guys. It's a hard one to take tonight. Have a great evening. Have a great day at work tomorrow. Try to ignore all the Arsenal bashing that we're probably going to get. And as always, try your best to stay positive, stay poised, and always stay Spurs. Good night, guys.
Pure coins, singing from the stands. Pure coins, everybody raise your hands.